The Bulldogs superstar wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Bulldogs and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the London Bulldogs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up. And then when they...
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
And that score solidified his standing at the top of the touchdown chart. And right now, he's looking to finish this season strong with a few more.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you, the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The Browns send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is fielded at the 7. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but well, that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. Well, the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
Off the play fake. Childress. No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Fox. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fox. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Fox. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Off play action. Childress. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage are typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 1st down, Childress. He finds his man, complete. It's Steele.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Childress. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. And this time he is in. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Fox. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Fox throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3, but I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all, but the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
So I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
Throwing to start the drive. Childress. He finds his man. Complete. It's Rodriguez. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Steele. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. A final shot before break. Childress. He finds his man. Complete. That's Steele. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Here's a handoff out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they jump out in front here. It's 11 to 10. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From the 6. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. Fox. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Fox. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot. But it's incomplete. On 4th down, Fox. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Back to throw. Fox. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Childress. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Operating from the gun, Childress. He finds his man, complete. That's Steele. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas game. Welcome back now here in London. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. As we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Over the middle, complete. It's Steele. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He finds his man, complete. That's Rodriguez. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Childress. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
He finds his man, complete. It's Steele. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. And I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied. But, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. Hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Operating from the gun, Fox. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Greenfield. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now Las Vegas down on the scoreboard. A minute 55 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Throwing on first down. Childress. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Childress. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Operating from the gun. Childress. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with a minute 6 left to go in the game. On 1st and 10, Childress. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.